Is anybody here? Hello?
The ADA has found that there are no real benefits to the addition of fluoride in the municipal water supplies across North America. Dr. Richard Paul, in his clinical study, has discovered that excessive fluoride intake by humans can cause rapid tooth decay in test subjects. This is contrary to ADA's earlier findings that stated fluoridation was beneficial.
Sorry about the insurance, pal.
Hello?
Yeah, Lilith Golden?
Just a moment, I'll get her. Lilith Golden speaking.
I'm Stan Roma, and I want to make an appointment to come in and see you. Where are you located?
898 Victory Lane. It's a White House with a sign in the driveway. You'll see it.
Is Tuesday okay?
Yeah, Tuesday's okay.
3 o'clock?
Good, I'll be waiting. Mr. Roma, please handle the cards and choose 10 and place them across the table face up, please. I sense you are a very troubled man. I feel you dragging around a heavy, heavy weight. You have so many unanswered questions. Now please, what is it you want to know?
Well, a while back I was on my way home from work, and I noticed a roadside memorial. I just had this strange feeling that something was trying to communicate with me. A spirit or something. So one day I stopped. I went to take a look, investigate and see if there was any name on that wreath. It had belonged to a fella named John Burt. As I kept driving, I just couldn't get it off my mind.
Mr. Roma, please give me your hands. Now I want you to recall the very first time you saw the memorial and exactly what you were thinking at the time. Now, close your eyes and tell me what you see.
It was a spring evening. I was on my way home from work. I had a vision that I just crashed. The airbag went off in my truck. Just as that bizarre notion crossed my mind, I looked to the roadside and I saw an abandoned house and a wreath on the fence. As I kept driving, I wondered if that belonged to the people in the house or if that was a roadside accident. I just couldn't stop thinking about it, and I wondered.
Now tell me, Mr. Roma, what makes you think that a spirit is trying to get in touch with you?
Well, I've been having dreams, actually nightmares.
Do the words "forever ends tonight" mean anything to you?
No.
Well, Mr. Roma, I cannot tell you who is trying to get in touch with you, but I can tell you that this is a warning. The cards tell me that. You see, the warning, it is a glimpse into a future that is best left to the planets and stars to work out. You can try to avert your fate, but it doesn't always change things. See, it is ultimately a losing game we play. We all have to die sometime.
Wait, are you saying I'm gonna die and there's nothing I can do?
You must go and talk to the man in the wheelchair, the survivor of the crash.
You know there was a survivor?
Mr. Roma, you pay me to know these things. Now you must contact the man in the wheelchair and you must ask him what forever ends tonight means.
Who is it?
I just need a few minutes of your time if you don't mind, sir.
If you're a salesman, I got no money.
No, I'd just like to talk to you about the accident you had a couple of years ago.
Oh no, if you're
Concession
from the insurance company, no, I got one thing to say to you. Get off my friggin' land right now. I've had enough of you guys.
No. If I could just explain, sir. I just want to talk to you about your friend who died in the crash. John Burt. It's a long story, but I went to see a psychic. She told me that John is trying to warn me about something. You see, I drive by his memorial on Concession 9 every day after work. I just had this strange curiosity about him. And then I'd investigated and found out that you survived the crash. So I just thought I'd come to you and see if you had any clues to help me find out what he's trying to warn me about.
Are you nuts or something? First of all, John wasn't a friend of mine, okay? He was my brother-in-law. Second of all, that man wouldn't tell his mother if a safe was about to fall on her bloody head. That's the type of guy he was.
The article on the internet said you guys went to school together and you were friends. Isn't that true?
You believe everything you hear on the internet? Listen, I'll tell you something. The first time someone tells you they're sure of something, it's a sure sign they know nothing about anything. So if you got to go on the net and look for psychics and answers and gypsy fortune tellers, you're in a fog, buddy. You're just in a fog.
Well, on the night of the crash, did John say anything about forever ending tonight? Or anything along those lines?
I don't know what this idiot was trying to warn you about, but one thing for sure, he wasn't very good at it. He didn't do a very good job with me, that's for sure.
Well, I'm sorry to have wasted your time, Mr. Cross. I'll be on my way.
That's fine.
Police report very few leads in this baffling case, which has tied up the limited resources of the small lakeside community of Bear Rapids. Constable Robert Ziegler of the Monticello Police Department reported to Channel 6 News that there is a person of interest who witnesses say was last seen with a girl at approximately 11 a.m. on the 9th of September. Police would like the public's cooperation in locating a dark-haired, middle-aged man of average height last seen with the missing girl in and around Cedar Park, Bear Rapids.
You know, I can't help but have a feeling that I've seen the guy they're looking for at my office a couple of months ago.
What do you mean? That wasn't much of a description.
No, maybe not, but I just have this feeling.
Oh, so now you're a psychic.
No, but a few months ago, Sam Decker insisted I see this guy, and he said it was the strangest case of hypnopompic hallucinations he'd ever seen. And when I had this guy down in the afternoon, he started talking about a young girl he said was his daughter. And she lived in this Bear Rapids, Cedar Park, like he said there. And yeah, I meant for the guy to come back and see me again, but he never came back for a follow-up.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You have a feeling that this guy had something to do with the disappearance of his daughter?
Yeah, I think maybe he was messed up enough to do it.